Hello Tinkercad viewers, I have been wanting to share this tutorial for quite a while now. I have designed this articulated octopus. This is the design that I have made of an octopus, and this is how it turned out. It's a flexi octopus, and I am very excited to show you guys how to make this, so let's get started. I simply moved my octopus over there, that way I wouldn't lose it. So now I can show you guys how to make it on this work plane. So let's get right to that. I started with dragging out a cylinder to the middle, and of course changing the height and the size to about 18 by 18. And then I took a spear and put it right on top. I also made this a little bit bigger, just like that, but I made the height taller. And then on my keyboard, I clicked L for a line. Then as you can see, it is now dead center. And then you have the base layer of your octopus here. So now let's start working on the legs. I'm going to start by dragging out a cylinder. Of course, you have to change the height. I'm setting it to about 70 just to start out with. And then I made the circumference 10 by 10. And then I just laid it down like that. So as you can see, this first part was super easy, but how do you develop this into that? Well, that's what I'm getting ready to get into. So I'm going to move it over like this and scoot it in some. And then I took half of a sphere and I made it taller. But I'm going to make it 10 by 10, just like our little cylinder. So let's just get those lined up. I'm going to use the work plane hack. So grab our work plane and set it right there. And let's do fit view. And now let's just line these up. This should not take too long. Then once you have those lined up, you can go ahead and union group them, either with this button right up here, or you can use the keyboard shortcut, which is Control G. And then you have your first tentacle. But how do you make it articulated? So I have another video explaining how to make this, but I'm going to go over to my creations. And this is a flexi maker. I have a tutorial on how to make this, so feel free to check that out if you are confused. I would highly recommend it. And now we're just going to align them and repeat this process all the way down the tentacle. I simply duplicated one of these and just repeated the process all the way down the tentacle. Now I'm going to union group them. and you should see them grouped together easily. As you can see, I have it all grouped. So now what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate them. And then we're going to repeat this process. We'll have to make some corrections though. Now that we have duplicated our tentacles and brought them all the way around the base, we are going to union group these. Now let's begin to work on the eyes. We're going to go back over to basic shapes and select a sphere. Then holding down Shift on your keyboard, you'll be able to make this all together smaller. And then I'm also going to change the color to white because of course you don't want to have like all blue eyes for your octopus. And then using a whole cylinder, I'm also going to use the shift technique to make it smaller. Changing it to 90 degrees. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slide it into this eye and then lift it up. Just like that. Now we are going to union group these. Just like that, and then you have your eye. Once you have grouped your eye, you're going to copy it, which is Control CV. Just like that. And now I'm going to show you how to line them up on the head. First, you might want to bundle group them, that way they do not separate. And there's your eyes. I just lined them up, simple as that. Then I'm also going to bundle group these. Just like that, you have your octopus. If you're confused on how to make the flexies, please check out my other video where I tell you how to make the flexi separations. This is how my octopus turned out, as I showed you in the beginning. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that it was clear to you and that it was informative. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that way you don't miss any of the new content that is released.